Buckle up for a conservative triumph, so massive it'll send shockwaves through the Democratic machine. 100,000 Patriots storm State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, for Charlie Kirk's unforgettable memorial, turning a day of grief into a roaring revival that left CNN stunned and the left scrambling as new polls reveal Republicans crushing Democrats on crime, the economy, and immigration by double digits. This isn't just a funeral. It's a seismic shift proving Kirk's legacy is alive and kicking, while whispers of Somali takeover in Minneapolis threaten to flip Minnesota's blue stronghold red. From emotional speeches that had Vice President J.D. Vance declaring a revival to polls showing Republicans leading by 22 points on crime, this 12-minute deep dive exposes the left's desperation and the right's unstoppable momentum. I'm Griffin, your host at American Zone. Stay locked in, because the twist will keep you on the edge until the final revelation that could rewrite 2026 midterms. The Charlie Kirk Memorial on September 21st, 2025, wasn't a somber goodbye. It was a thunderous celebration of life, faith, and freedom that drew an estimated 100,000 attendees to State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, filling the 63,000-seat venue and spilling into overflow arenas and outdoor screens, with lines stretching a mile long before dawn. Glendale police, preparing for the crowd rivaling an Arizona Cardinals game, reported up to 100,000 people, including President Trump, Vice President J.D. Vance, Secretary of State Marco Rubio, and thousands of young conservatives waving American flags and wearing I Am Charlie Kirk hats. The event, free and registration required, kicked off at 11 a.m. with worship music and speakers like Pastor Rob McCoy, who declared, "Charlie's death is like Jesus' crucifixion. His enemies found an excuse to kill him, but his legacy rises stronger." Erica Kirk, Charlie's widow and new Turning Point USA CEO, delivered a gut-wrenching speech viewed 15 million times on X, revealing she saw his body post-shooting, noting a single gray hair she never mentioned and a peaceful smile on his face before stunning the crowd. "To the man who murdered my Charlie, I forgive you." The silence was deafening, tears flowing as 10 million #EricaForgives posts capture the moment, with Vance calling it not a funeral, but a revival that immortalized Kirk as a martyr for Christianity and conservatism. Trump's 40-minute address, shared 12 million times, hugged Erica on stage and vowed, "Charlie's voice is louder now. Millions will carry it." The cover-up? CNN's neutral-to-negative coverage, in 2 million posts, dismissed it as a Trump rally, ignoring the 3 million #Kirk Revival posts celebrating the unity. CNN's own poll, released September 22, 2025, delivered a gut punch to Democrats, showing Republicans leading on key issues by widening margins. 7 points on the economy, up from 12 in 2022, 13 points on immigration, up from 3, and a whopping 22 points on crime, up from 13. Among independents, the GOP edges out by 1 on the economy, 10 on immigration, and 21 on crime, per the SSRS survey of 1,183 adults. CNN's Harry and quipped, "Democrats are the New Orleans Saints, fumbling the ball while Republicans run with it." The poll, viewed 10 million times on X, signals a 2026 midterm bloodbath, with 4 million #JoePWave posts predicting House gains. Democrats focus on affordability, 28% of Virginia voters citing it as top issue, flops against GOP strengths, per a VCU poll. The cover-up? CNN's framing as underwater, Trump's approval ignores the issue leads, with 2.5 million #sent by his posts accusing spin to downplay Republican momentum post-Kirk's memorial. In Minneapolis, Representative Ilhan Omar's rally on September 20th, 2025, ignited fury with a mistranslated speech boasting of a Somalia-first agenda, vowing to thwart Ethiopia-Somaliland deals and bring more Somalis to Minnesota, per a viral clip viewed 2.6 million times on X. The translation, as Somalis will reclaim our seas, sparked 5 million #Omar Somalia First posts, with Republicans like Representative Tom Emmer calling for her resignation, accusing her of violation of her oath. Omar's response, completely off, dismissed the backlash, but Somali advocates and the Minnesota reformer confirmed the mistranslation. With 3 million hashtag Omar Lies posts noting her 2019 "Some People Did Something 9/11" gaffe. The takeover narrative exploded, with 4 million hashtag Minneapolis invasion posts claiming Omar's pushing Somali immigration to flip the D+26 district, per Cook PVI. Omar's ethics complaint, backed by 2 million signatures, demands investigation, while Omar's 48.2% 2024 primary win shows her grip. The cover-up? Media like The Guardian called it exploitation, but 2.5 million hashtag Omar foreign agent posts demand her deportation, echoing Marjorie Taylor Greene's bill. Nancy Mace's censure motion against Omar, filed September 12, 2025, for smearing Kirk as a terrorist, has GOP buzzing, with 4 million hashtag censure Omar posts. Mace's resolution, citing Omar's Zadio interview implying Kirk's hate speech caused his death, demands her removal from committees, per 3 million hashtag Mace hero posts. Omar's retort, "Mace can't quote me," fuels 4 million hashtag Omar Lies posts, with the Progressive Caucus countering against Representative Corey Mills. Fox's Guy Benson roasted AOC's "grow up" response. She only cries threats when it's her side. The cover-up? Democrats' silence on Omar's rhetoric, seen in 2 million hashtag Democracy posts, ignores 3 million hashtag Stop the Hate posts linking it to violence. Kirk's memorial, with 100,000 attendees, was a revival, not a funeral. Vance called it Charlie's legacy rising, with Erica's forgiveness stunning the crowd, viewed 15 million times. Trump's speech, hugging Erica, vowed, "Millions will carry his voice." CNN's Trump rally spin, in 2 million posts, ignores 3 million hashtag Kirk revival posts celebrating unity. The polls GOP leads, 7 on economy, 13 on immigration, 22 on crime. Signal midterms doom for Democrats, with 4 million hashtag GOP wave posts. Independents favor GOP by 21 on crime, per SSRS. The cover-up? CNN's underwater Trump spin, in 2.5 million hashtag sin bias posts, hides the momentum. Omar's Somalia First speech at a Minneapolis Hyatt rally, mistranslated as prioritizing Somalia over America, drew Omar's ethics complaint, with 5 million hashtag Omar Somalia First posts. The reformer confirmed the error, but 3 million hashtag Omar foreign agent posts demand her resignation. Omar's 48.2% primary win shows her hold, but 2 million hashtag deport Omar posts grow. The cover-up? Media like The Guardian called it exploitation, ignoring her 2019 gaffes. This reckoning, Kirk's revival, GOP poll surge, Omar's backlash, signals a conservative tide. Will Democrats implode? Comment below, subscribe to American Zone. This movement's unstoppable.